world. But when she seen this opportunity, she jumped in with us. I feel so happy to have been building this with her side by side. This woman, her work ethic is amazing. She has come through to help Pale and I with everything we've needed. Now I'm really excited to be introducing to you another 2-star crown, $20,000 and up income earner, Tracie Fujikane.
Thank you, Brandy. So we've had such an amazing day, and now we're getting into some nitty-gritty, some real training that we can take home with us to build our businesses, because I'm an A, so that's what I'm about. Let's build our empires. Who are my A's? Ready to build your empire? Awesome. So we're going to talk about something we do in our business is we work with people. Who works with people here? Who lives with people? Who has friends who are people? Okay, so here's one of my things that I affectionately refer to as those 3 things. Bing. Oh, those 3 things. Because, working with people is not easy. And so this is what it comes down to every single time. Bing. Perspective. Bing. Expectations. And communication. Okay, it's always about these 3 things. And so when it's perspective, it's not only what we see. Bing. What do you see there? Which way is this guy headed? Take a good look at that picture, because sometimes it can be a little confusing. And do we always know which way our distributors are facing? Sometimes we don't know if they're coming or going. So this is a good illustration of that. It's not always what we see, and next can also be what we think. Bing. One more. They don't keep you, let's go back one more time. They don't keep you on a leash because they want you to run away. How's that for a change of how we think about something? Right, so perspective can be what we see, it can be what we think. And so let's do a check on our Purium perspective. Bing, bing. Okay, so we're gonna check it out. And so how many of you have ever felt this way? Bing. I am bothering my friends and family to sell them something. Who has ever felt that way? Okay, so it can be or next. I have found something amazing that works, that is changing lives, and I love my friends and family enough to help them too. Is that a little different perspective? Here's something, when you saw Lydia Ho come up here and talk about that conversation we had on the phone, I want to go back to that conversation because she was telling me, oh my gosh, Purium's amazing, and I feel so passionate that I would be an activist. I would be out there holding a sign about no GMOs. That's me. And so here's a perspective, right? So you're telling me that you found something so amazing that really works, that you feel so passionate about, and that's gonna help you find financial abundance, and you want to share it with strangers and leave your friends behind. Is that what you're saying? It's like, wait, no. That's not what I meant. That's not how I feel. So it is about changing our perspective can be super, super powerful. Let's go on to the next one. And one more. So when the next thing is expectations. When we have expectations, we make assumptions. We make assumptions about where people are, what they know, how they feel, and that can a lot of times lead to frustration. So, bing. Has anyone had any of these thoughts? I expect my partner to do more. Next. I expect my friend to be my leader. Next. I expect that everyone wants the same thing as me. That kind of goes back to the bank code, right? Everybody's the same as me. We also have that feeling, that perspective, that expectation that that's what people want. And it's not always true. So, next, what can I do? This is one of my favorite questions. This is one that you can write down and come back to anytime. What can I do? What can I do here? Next, change my perspective to change my expectations. That's gonna avoid a lot of frustration. If you're expecting something from someone and it's not coming for you, what we can do is change our perspective, change our expectations, and then we can move on. Next. Communication. Before we're even born, we're trying to communicate. We're trying to let somebody else know that we want something, need something, we're feeling a certain way. It's a thing that we do from the time before we're born, and it's the hardest thing that we could possibly do. So, next. Do you ever feel like this? I have a fifth sense. It's like I have ESPN or something. We expect people to read our minds. And so, communication can be very difficult. Next. It's as simple as making see this picture? Who knows what that is? Who knows how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Anyone know how to do that? Not that many people. You guys didn't grow up with peanut butter jelly sandwiches? Who knows how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich? Okay, there we go. All right, it's very simple, right? And actually, I have somebody that's going to be helping me. Kawana, give it up for Kawana. Thank you for working with me today, Kawana. And here's what Kawana's going to do, is she's going to take me through we're going to make an almond butter sandwich, an almond butter and jelly sandwich today, okay? And in a second, I'm going to bring out my supplies. And what you're going to do, Kawana, is you're going to take the microphone and you're going to face the back and you're going to verbally tell me who I just landed from Venus, by the way. I am not from this planet, which you probably already knew. So, simple, walk me through the process, okay? Give me just a second, I'm gonna take out all my supplies, and yeah, we'll start.
All right, Tracie, so you're gonna take the bread out of the bag. It should be 2 pieces. I'm sorry. Take 2 pieces of bread out of the bag and put them on the top of the plate. You're gonna open up the pieces so they're side by side. You're gonna take do you have the butter? Okay, you're gonna open up the container for both the jelly and the almond butter. And then you're gonna take the knife and dip it into the almond butter and you're going to take some of the almond butter and put it on top of the bread that is on the plate. You're gonna spread it across the bread. Now you're going to go to the jelly and take the knife and put it into the jelly, and then take some out and put it on the other piece of bread and spread it across. And you're gonna try to make it nice and smooth. And then you're going to put the 2 pieces of bread together and place it on top of the plate. Now you have a sandwich. Can I turn around and see?
Let's give a big hand to Kawana. Thank you so much. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever given directions to somebody and then when you turn around to see what happened, it is nothing like what you expected, right? And is anything that she said, was it wrong? It was absolutely not wrong, okay? And that's what's so important about understanding communication and the crucial role that we play in it, and that, we make a lot of assumptions about what people know, what experience they have, do they know, and I had somebody do this exercise with me that had me holding the knife in my left hand, and I'm right-handed, but they're left-handed. So When we give instructions to people, a story that somebody else told me was that they had told a young person to put all the water in the cooler. Guess what happened? All the water was opened and put in the cooler. Okay? So that's how important communication is. Next. What do we do in Imperium? Is it simple? Okay, here's what we do. Join the movement, next. Get your products paid for, next. This is my favorite part. Turn your gift cards into cash, simple. And how do we do that? Next. We follow the game plan. GAME, next. Go public, next. Ask the magic question and avoid word vomit, next. Move through the tools and enroll and get them started right. So, knowing that that's the simple plan, is this next picture what we're after? One more time, one more time. Is this it? Is this the sandwich we're trying to make? Next slide. One more time. This is what it's about. Go ahead, click, click, click. And here's really what we're after. Help our team members adopt the Imperium lifestyle and become an active, productive member of our team. Is that a little bit different than what we saw? Is that a little bit different than what we think? So perspective has a lot to do with it too, is we can have a goal of what we're trying to make and we have a picture of what it is, but it's not always easy to get there. As simple as it is, we have to walk people step by step and we have a simple plan to do that. Next. Here's what we have as a tool. Next. Tear pads, one more time. Who thinks these tear pads are amazing? Yeah. Imagine if I had this step-by-step guide with pictures that showed me what I was supposed to do to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I would know what I was looking for. I would know each step that I had to do. I would know, if someone said, spread the peanut butter on the side, I would know that it wasn't the crust. That's not the side I was talking about. I would know that it was on the top. So having this guide is amazing. And that's why having JJ here with these kits is so critical. Having this in your hand is a critical part of your business. Next. What is this? Money tree. Yes, it's a money tree. And what do we do with this money tree? We grow our money tree. And we do that by nurturing our team members. So this is what I want you to do with this information. Again, it comes down to perspective, expectations, and communication. No matter what is happening in your business, when it has to do with people, the people aspect of our business, it's always gonna come down to those three things. So here's what I challenge you to do. I challenge you to get your hands on that Healthy Happy Hour kit. I challenge you to be familiar with those tear pads and to walk your team members through it step by step. Not to turn your back and say, here's what you gotta do, so go post it on social media. Does everybody know what that means? Post it on social media? Our newest team member might not know exactly what we mean by that. They're gonna say, oh yeah, I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna blast it on social media, I'm gonna go out there and tell everybody, hey, I'm doing this thing, sign up with me, I'm gonna give you a $50 gift card, we're gonna be millionaires. Is that what you wanted them to do? Probably not. So I challenge you to get your hands on that tear pad and go step by step and walk your newest person through until they get that first enrollment. And even after that first enrollment, again, is that enrollment what we're trying to make? It's not. We're trying to turn that person, we're trying to help them with their lifestyle. We're trying to help them be better. We're trying to help their whole family. We're trying to help them help their friends and their family. We want them to adopt the Imperium lifestyle and become an active, productive member of our team. And so adopting lifestyle, knowing what do I do after my 10-day transformation? Does everybody know what they're gonna do after 10 days? They don't. So that's where those three things. So whenever you hear me talk about those three things, that's what I'm talking about. And I challenge you to go out and put it to use today, all right? Thank you.